Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I hope that you guys are finding the sound to be quite nice. We have a new, nice microphone. And so I'm really hoping that this solves the sound issues we've been having as of late. All right, we are going to dive right into your reading. We're doing one of my favorite spreads today of all time. But of course, we're going to begin with some oracle cards. To get a look at what is going on with Pisces energy. Dang, Pisces, abundance on the bottom of the deck. You guys have been getting abundance forever. Wow, Pisces, I'm like literally getting the difference between whether we're laughing or crying is our perception of anything. It's like um, the one day over Christmas break, my daughter and I were in line at our local coffee shop, and there was a group of older people, and I mean like in their 70s and 80s. And it was a really busy day at the coffee shop. It was beautiful outside. The doors were open. Like it was just, there was live music. It was the perfect day to go get a cup of coffee. And so there were about three people older than us in front of us. And this group of about five older people walked in. And there was about now 8 people behind us in the line. And they cut in front of us. The 80-something-year-old woman in front of us, and I am approximating, let the people that came in cut in front of us. And I normally will say something because I'm just, a Libra, and fairness matters to me. But not just for me. I would have said something for the people even behind me in line. But it was so bizarre to be like cut on by like 80-something-year-old people. And I just looked at my daughter and I said, "Is this really happening?" And she was like, "I think it is." And we both just started laughing and we could not stop laughing. And and I don't know like what it was that made it so funny to me that day, where like a lot of days I would have been crying, but I think part of it was that I was with my daughter. Part of it was that I was getting coffee, but I think that also that's just been my general attitude. Like I've been moving in that direction for some time. And I feel, Pisces, this is kind of what's happening with you. It's like things that may have upset you in the past, or where you felt like you may have had to defend yourself or protect yourself, or kind of really speak up for yourself. And it's not that I don't think you should speak up for yourself, or that it would have been inappropriate for someone to call those ladies out on, hey, everybody's waiting in line. But it was just such a bizarre thing. It was just so crazy what was happening there. But this is an energy of we get to choose some things in life, and how we respond to things is our choice. Unless it's not, unless we're in an energy of being emotionally reactionary, or reactionary for even some other purpose. And I feel like, Pisces, you are kind of letting go a little bit. You are kind of in an energy of kind of like c'est la vie. And that is, I feel like, bringing in an energy of newness into your life. I feel like it's like, there's also just this energy of when we allow ourselves to be responsible for other people's feelings, or for the way other people are perceiving us, even, or what we're saying or what we're doing, that other people's perception is their own responsibility. Our perception is our responsibility. We are not responsible for how anyone else feels. And it's not our job to try to figure out how someone else is perceiving us in that moment. And the minute you stop caring how the world sees you or what people are saying about you or what people think about you, the freer you are to really enjoy your life. I feel like that's something that maybe even should almost be taught in school. It's like, don't, when we allow other people's truths, when we try to defend ourselves against other people's truths or other people's perceptions, we begin to validate their perception. So I don't know if this has been a problem with you in the past or what, but I feel you freeing yourself from any responsibility to be anything other than what you want to be, or from taking responsibility for other people's feelings or other people's behavior or other people's thoughts of you. It's like you're just kind of like, I don't care, think what you want, kind of an energy. With this perception energy, I absolutely love it. And with divine timing, it's like you may be trusting the universe that everything will happen in divine timing. There may also be, with this abundance, a sense of the fact that your life is transforming, or that things are beginning to open up for you, or things are becoming available to you that were not available to you. I see here on the bottom of the deck, you have this energy of beginnings. It's almost like you're not totally sure where you're going. Again, I'm getting that energy of the moon card to the full card that you got a while back in a reading. I don't usually hold on to energies from readings beyond the reading itself. I really can't. But that has stayed with me very strongly. And it's like in every reading, there's some energy that comes out that reminds me of it. And here we have it again. It's like you've had the courage to say, you know what, I want this, or I'm going for this, or I may not know where this path is going to lead, but I'm taking it anyway. I just feel guided. I'm listening to my intuition. And I feel like it may even be changing the way you're relating to the world. It may even be changing the way you're relating to yourself. I feel this huge shift in your energy from within, and then once it happens within, it starts to show without. You have this reflection projections energy, and then right next to it you have Pluto transformation. Another energy that I'm recalling from a reading is the one I did yesterday, and you had lessons of Pluto, which was like lessons about control and things like that. You have this energy, which is like when we're sitting with someone, right? And this especially happens with people who have a lot of empathy, right? We're always trying to put ourselves in the other person's shoes. We're always trying to understand how the other person is feeling, how they're interpreting or reacting or responding to what we're saying. We're very focused on the other person a lot of the time. Well, this I feel like is almost calling your energy home, or being in a situation that requires your focus, you with you. And it's kind of pulling you out of this energy of really trying to understand from the other person's perspective, which I think is a very good thing here. I think you need this. But I also think it is making an entire power shift sort of happen. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's sort of it's like where you may have been attracted to other things, like a magnet, like the metal was here and you were the magnet, and you were attracted to this, like you were the one making all the movement, you were the one making all the change, you were the one making the accommodations, the sacrifice, the whatever, to be in this connection. It's like now you're the metal and other people are the magnet. You know what I mean? It's like something that strong has shifted. The polarity in a situation or in your just general life is shifting in that way. And I think a lot of it is because you have gotten so hurt trying to be empathetic, trying to be compassionate, trying to put yourself in the other person's shoes all the time. And I feel like you feel like other people have not done that as much in return for you. And so you have kind of gone through this personal awakening of, okay, before I start focusing on somebody else's feelings and how someone else is taking it, I first have to know how I feel and how I'm taking it is the shift that I'm getting here. Because you were putting yourself out there, you were giving parts of yourself away, you were exhausting yourself trying to understand the other. There's this Instagram quote, or it was on Threads or something that I saw, and it said, "My grandmother taught me to only worry about yourself in life, because you know if somebody needs you can lay down and let people walk across you, and when they're done, they'll turn around and tell you you were not flat enough. You did not lay flat enough. You cannot please other people." And that is true. And you will not find your fulfillment through trying to please other people. You have to please yourself. Your fulfillment comes from within. And I think it's like, you're tired of feeling drained. You're tired of feeling rejected. You're tired of feeling that what you're offering or who you are or what you're bringing to the table, other people are not appreciating, not accepting, not returning, not, reciprocating. Did I already say that? Feels like a really big word here. And so it's like you're just giving parts of yourself away and ending up drained, and then kind of having to regroup and put yourself back together again. I'm actually seeing, sorry, you guys, I'm having like something just started happening with my throat. I have tea here. I'll have a drink here in 1 second. But there's like this energy of where it's like I'm going out and I'm giving my highest and best, my empathetic, compassionate, unconditional self to people. And then it's like they're taking, and then I'm going home and I'm diving deep and I'm reconstructing myself. I'm putting myself back together with self-love and self-care, and even vegging out and mindlessly watching movies. I have to get my energy back together, and then I go back out and I'm doing it all over again, and this cycle isn't working for me. The net just isn't there. It's just a net loss and a net loss and a net loss, and me refilling my own cup. And I think this is leading to some kind of general transformation, where it's like, you see how even from this card, like if I'm looking at this card, it's like I'm looking at the other person. If I'm looking at this card, I'm looking through my own eyes outward. Do you see what I mean? It's a change. And you see, even here, like there's my hand to the sun dog. There's this energy just of, I'm going to stay within myself. I'm going to stay deeply grounded and deeply rooted within myself. I'm not going to lose sight. This is like that ball with the Two of Wands, where you're holding the ball and you're looking out between the two wands at the future and what you really want it to hold and what you really want it to look like. And, you're keeping that in front of you as you make your decisions in life, and you're moving always toward the happiness here. And it's like you're getting so close, Pisces. My God, look at this. Lord have mercy. There may even be a reflection point coming where it's like you realize how far you've come. But there is this energy just of keeping your perspective in you and not worrying about the people around you. Like for me, had I spoken up for the people behind me in line at the coffee shop, I wouldn't have been doing it for myself. I would have been doing it for people, which who knows if they want to, and they have their own voices. They can speak up for themselves. Us somehow taking on this idea that we're responsible for other people, or we're responsible for other people's feelings, or we somehow are responsible if we've hurt somebody else or we've done something like that. Like we have to pull back here, like, because we're taking on a lot of should'ves, a lot of could'ves, a lot of would'ves, a lot of regret that doesn't belong to us. You got to trust the self that was in that moment did the best that they could. The Pisces in that moment, they made the right decision for them in that moment. They did the best they could. Your intentions. Where you're coming from. Maybe you hurt someone. Maybe you disappointed someone. Maybe you said something wrong. Maybe you said something that triggered someone else's, triggering. But that's not your responsibility. That's not your fault. That you can't carry that weight of that for somebody. You can carry it. You can carry it all day long, and you'll be exhausted and feeling rejected and fragmented. But that is that person's responsibility to heal their wounding so that they don't get triggered, so that they don't become reactionary to other people. And it's like, yeah, we wish we could walk in a situation, walk on eggshells, say all the right things, be absolutely perfect in every single moment to get the result we want. But that's not realistic and that's not reality. All we can do is the best we can do. And I feel like Pisces here, it's like that's what you're doing. And I think you're finally truly taking your power back and positioning yourself as numero uno in your own life here. Okay? So let's see what we have. Oh, man. Okay, so in someone's mental body here, they're thinking a lot about how they were not able to give to a situation, how they walked away, and they walked away despite their desire to want to stay. It's like this decision to walk away actually was coming from their mental body. It wasn't coming from their heart. It wasn't coming from their emotion. It was somebody whose thoughts sort of betrayed them, or their thoughts were misaligned, or what they were telling themselves was misaligned. This can be representative of someone in their environment who may have said some deceptive things and then sort of moved away from it. You know how people do that? They say things and then they kind of move away from it. I don't know how else to describe it. But it's it's almost like somebody who maybe didn't want you to be happy or didn't want them to be happy. And so they were deceptive, or they used some kind of manipulation tactic to cause someone to walk away from a situation. And then they never really took accountability for having done that. But we're definitely dealing with a situation where somebody, this is the thoughts, this is the mental body here, is really thinking about a time where they really either were not able to give equally to a situation, or they made the decision or choice to kind of breadcrumb a situation, or to kind of give as little as possible to keep someone engaged, and then they ended up walking away. And that's this feeling I get, is like, I tried so hard to see it from your perspective. I tried so hard to be unconditionally loving or accepting or extend my compassion or my empathy toward you. And still, it's like you walked away, you know? And so there's definitely this energy here. And, you know, with the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Cups, this is like someone who didn't necessarily tell the truth on their way out the door. Like whatever it is that they said, whatever reason they gave for why they were walking away from the situation after, you know, a lot had been invested in it possibly. It wasn't necessarily the truth. You know what I mean? It didn't necessarily reflect the real reason behind that decision. And they're thinking about this. With the Magician there, they're definitely thinking about stepping into their power, or righting this wrong, or, you know, kind of trying to go back and fix the situation. But the Magician is a tricky energy, so I want to clarify this, because on some level, this can also be, and I keep getting this feeling, someone who doesn't really want to take accountability for this behavior. They're looking at, if I come in just the right energy and say just the right things, then this doesn't really have to be addressed. We could just let this go, because there's shame around this. You even can see this Moon card here. It's like, I'd rather keep this in the dark. I'd rather not ever really have to take accountability for this or acknowledge this. I'll step into my power and I'll try to kind of, justice would be here if this person was trying to do the right thing. If they were trying to take accountability and they were trying to set things right and they were trying to rebalance things, then we would see justice here. Okay, that's all I can say about that. But this person is trying to use every tool in their tool belt to to say something or to okay. I don't know what reading this came out in, if you guys were able to hear it, see it, whatever, or not. But there was definitely a reading recently, and I don't know, these readings are really overlapping here, or the energy is really coming out. It feels like there are energies that are pulling forward as the more important ones. And this energy here is definitely the energy that I felt in one of those readings. I feel this is someone who was really, really guarded. They were not open. They did not express themselves. They did not tell you how they felt. They did not maybe even acknowledge that they had feelings. This could be someone who, like, really was very protective of themselves. And I think this is reflective of just the overall way in which they were navigating life. They were kind of a defensive person, and they felt like they always had to stand their ground or protect themselves. And this may be, especially when it comes to intimate relationships, it feels like someone that feels like they really have to protect their independence, or like if they give into a relationship, it's going to own them, or it's going to somehow be like their ball and chain or whatever, you know, that like stereotypical BS crap that we see on TV. Or like what their buddy went through with the narcissistic girlfriend or the narcissistic boyfriend or whatever. But it's like this person with that Seven of Swords, especially, man, there were things that this person never said. There were things that this person definitely felt that they did not say. And with the 10 of Wands and the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, there is a pressure building within this person where it's becoming very burdensome that they have not said it, or that they have not transmuted the energy from a prior go round or a prior interaction with them, that they have not righted it, that they have not fixed it, that they have not brought it to a different place. There's like, it's on their mind, it's weighing heavily on their mind, it's very burdensome. It's something that is occupying like a lot of space in their mind. You know, they may go to work, they may do things, they may whatever, but this how they treated this situation is very, very burdensome in their mind, and the burden is mounting. There is nothing beyond the 10 of Wands, right? Like, so there's just this energy of, you know, the only way to deal with this is to kind of like head on, is to like empower myself and to go in there and to do what needs to be done to change it. The magician is an alchemist, right? It's someone that takes nothing and turns it into something, or something and turns it into something else. And I feel like both energies here. It's like someone that knows they have to let their guard down. They have to be willing to really kind of like use the sword and express themselves. Someone who knows that they have to come in bearing their heart, bearing their soul, but also showing up in a solid and stable energy, ready to give what they were not able to give in the past, and showing that they really do want this, that they are very passionate about it. And that they're ready to like fight for the connection now. And so this is weighing very heavily on this person's mind, and it feels to me like it's teetering on the brink of like, let me say something, let me express myself. Especially because this person's mental body feels extremely active. Moving over here to the heart, we have the Ace of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Sun card. Again, this is someone who was protecting themselves. You guys keep getting the Two of Swords. This comes out, the Two of Swords and the Ace of Cups, pretty much, and the Knight of Cups and the Star card. They're coming out just all the time for you guys. This person, in their heart of hearts, they want a new beginning. In their heart of hearts, they see things clearly. And, you know, with the Two of Swords and the Sun, they may have actually been working to heal a bit. They may have been like taking a break emotionally, where, you know, they're not open to, you know, any other kind of relationship, or they're not open to taking anything else on the heart space until they work this out, until they figure this out. You see in the Two of Swords, there's this energy of night, you know, just like in this Eight of Cups. And now we're emerging into the light, right? we're starting to see things clearly. We're starting to acknowledge, oh yeah, in my heart I really want another chance. In my heart I want to be happy. Really and truly is what this is. And with the Ace of Cups, it's like this person may have actually begun to do the work to give themselves self-love. And with the Sun card, this brings about healing um, from within. And I think this is something that this person has not really done before, considering their energy was, this really blocked off, closed up energy. I feel like there's just this sense of, I've been stagnant in the heart. I haven't been willing to see, I haven't been willing to open up. And now, as I'm working my way through this, as I'm, sort of just creating this bubble around my heart and doing the work or letting my heart heal, not putting myself through anything additionally, but just letting my heart heal, letting my, taking care of maybe even my inner child, like giving my inner child what my inner child needs. I'm freeing myself from this need to be so protective. I'm freeing myself from this need to be so closed off and to be so stagnant. Because I feel the sense that this person really does want connection. They really do want to choose with their heart space. It's just that this person, I feel like, hasn't felt safe to do so. And not because of anything that you've done, Pisces, but because of, like, this is what they brought to the table when they showed up. They may have blamed it on you at times, but hopefully not. That's so not nice. But I do see projections here. Um, and it can be that you held a mirror up to this person and showed them, like, you're broken. Everything that you say you want, or everything that you've ever said that you wanted, is standing right here in front of your freaking face. And even your heart is erupting in happiness with this connection, and still you cannot open up to receive it. And that may have been the thing that really caused this person to break down and sort of look at things. But I still see, like I said, the Magician here. I wish it was justice, but damn. In their desires, you have the Moon card, the King of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. Lord, this is some heavy duty things. This person, in their desires, they want to be emotionally mature. They want to be able to regulate for themselves emotionally. And I think where the problem comes, when you have both the Moon card and the Seven of Cups, there's a lot of fear and illusion here. So it's a lot of this person's inner wounding expressing itself in the form of, this person could hurt you. If you let yourself be vulnerable, this person could take that and use it against you. This person could use it for malice. This person could use it. And it causes this person to become emotionally dysregulated, where it's like they can no longer judge or decide what's real, what's true, what's not true. They can't figure it out, but it stirs up all these emotions within them that make it impossible for them to emotionally regulate. And then it's like they may make choices from that place that are, you just can't understand them. It feels like they come out of left field. It feels like you're blindsided when you're on the opposite side of it. When you're on the receiving side of it, it's like, how did you go from, here to here? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Well, there's a giant gaping core wound in between these two energies. Um, and it's like with the Moon card, we can oftentimes be talking about the subconscious mind, which is really responsible for a lot of the decisions that we make. And it's like, even if you ask me, why did I make that decision? If it was my subconscious that informed me, I'm going to say, I don't really know. But I definitely thought it was the best decision to make for me at the time. I was absolutely convinced. You know what I mean? And that would be the truth, because it's subconscious. It's not in the realm of our consciousness why we made that choice. But it makes this person an unreliable partner, right? It makes this person someone that you can try to understand. You can try to see their perspective. You can be empathetic. You can be compassionate, and still they can hurt you. And you can go, wait, why? I'm giving you everything. and they don't know why. You know, they don't know why. It causes misalignments between how they feel and what their behavior is. So this person though does they have a lot of emotion with the Moon card and the King of Cups, and it's it's unspoken. It's like they haven't expressed it. I don't know why that was so hard to say right there, but like also my throat is doing weird things, and there's a heavy emphasis on the throat chakra here. I can just tell you that. But there's just this energy of, sometimes I don't know why I do the things that I do. If you ask me what I want, I can tell you that I spend every night dreaming and fantasizing about, being able to show up for this relationship, being the person that you want me to be, being the person that you need, being able to be in a relationship with you and give back to you what you are giving to me. I want that. It may not show up that way because they may be making you feel like, rejected or, let down or discarded. Um, but this is why it's not that they don't want to. It's that what they want and what they're capable of are seem to be in diametrical opposition to each other. Oh, 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 oh my God. This is a tortured soul, Pisces. Lord have mercy on my soul. Um, in the real world, what does it look like in the material world? What is it that we see here? Well, we have the Four of Cups to the Five of Cups to the Eight of Swords to the Hermit to the High Priestess. This person is, they're deeply regretful that they cannot accept what you're offering them, or that they have not been able to accept what you're offering them. I think that they have thought about it a lot with the Eight of Swords. It's like whenever they have a free spare moment to think, their mind returns to this energy of, man, I know I want this. I'm dreaming about it every freaking night. I fantasize about it every freaking day. I want this. I want it real bad. I have these emotions and I want to be that person. But why can't I? Why can't I show up? Why aren't I showing up? Why am I so held back? And, it's like this person has a lot of regrets for not being able to receive what you were offering, Pisces. I think you were offering them everything that they ever wanted with the Empress and the Four of Cups. It's kind of like, I. Ugh. It's like everything I ever wanted is right in front of my face. And yet, I, I, me with me, me with my mental body, me with my heart, me with my wounding, me with my inability to emotionally regulate, me with my inability to, kind of master my own way of thinking, hasn't let me accept it. How frustrating, and this person is having the awareness of this at this time. They're consciously aware of the way their thoughts are keeping them trapped, and the way that their thoughts in the past have kept them from being able to see. You see how we can't see eyes in any of these cards? Here it's more like eyebrows, but the eyes are pointing downward and we don't see them. And eyes are the gateway to the soul. It's like I can't let someone in. I just can't. I can't let them see what's inside of me. It's like either I reject them or they reject me. Either I sit here in this space of regret, or, because I can't accept it, or I let them in, I get a taste of it, and then I lose it and they reject me. And then I'm sitting here lost for the rest of my life, not knowing what to do or how to put the pieces back together again because I had a taste of it. It's like someone who knows that alcoholism runs in their genes, And it's like they know if I never taste alcohol, if I never even really experience it or know what it is enough to ever want it, then I'm going to protect myself from being an alcoholic. But if I take one sip and I know what it is, and I have that gene, then I'll be addicted to it, and the rest of my life will be spent enslaved to alcohol, the way everybody else in my life was enslaved to alcohol. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's coming through really strongly. And it may not be alcohol, it may be love, right? But, or emotion. This person may have really seen a parent go through multiple failed relationships as a kid, and that may be something that's keeping them really tied up here. Um, it feels like a generational thing, or like no one's been able to do this, or I've never seen it done well, or I've never seen it. It's like their mind just keeps coming around to this idea that it doesn't work, or that you just can't, if you never get a taste of it, you'll never want it. Like, if you never experience it, if you never let it in, then you won't miss it. But it's almost like it's too late. It's almost like the heart is telling them, hey, it's too late. You already feel this. You already felt the happiness. You are already obsessed. Your mind keeps returning to this place. You feel what I'm saying to you? It's weird. I feel like it's like that was this person's intention. And I think they thought that they could do that here with you, Pisces, but I think it was too late, because we have the Hermit to the Empress here, and then in the heart space we have the Ace of Cups and the Sun card. With the Hermit to the Empress, the Hermit, you see how the star energy is in the Lantern. We have the star energy on the bottom of the deck here, and the Empress energy is here, which means that this person knows, they know, Pisces, you are what they are looking for. You are what they want. It's like you are this person's light in the darkness. And maybe this person is beginning to find the courage to take action here, to be brave, to take on, wow. Yeah, this could definitely be like a generational thing. Like, people in my family traditionally get divorced, or my parents were just train wrecks at marriage, or were train wrecks at relationships, or I just saw one relationship fail after another, and maybe even that taught them not to let people get close. Maybe the first couple of relationships they got close to the people, and then it was like after that it was like they were just like, yeah, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? Because they just knew this person's not going to be around forever. What is this? This person has already found what they're looking for in life. This in you. I definitely feel that. It's like there is this energy of like, yeah, that is what I want. But I fail myself here. And it's like, what is their desire? Their desire is to become brave. Their desire is to become emotionally regulated on their own, and to be able to show up in a loving relationship in a solid and stable way. And they're taking the time with the Hermit here. Whether your person is in some kind of rebound relationship, or something, this person is single. Their energy is like, I still haven't found what I'm looking for, or I have found what I'm looking for, and it's Pisces. But there is this energy of like, I'm very closed off. I'm only thinking about one thing, one person, one situation. Like, it almost, to me, it feels as if this is, they cannot think of anything else except this. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm going to clarify this Eight of Swords real quick. This keeps coming out too. Yeah, look at this. Oh my. I'm not even kidding you. I am not even kidding you right now. Pisces, your readings lately. Man, oh man. Yeah, this person, this is all they're thinking about. They're trying to figure out how to become somebody who is emotionally mature, who can regulate, who can overcome these lower vibrational tendencies within themselves. They know these thoughts are keeping them trapped. They know this is where their awareness has brought them to the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. It's like, I keep rejecting what I really want when it's right in front of me, and I regret it. And I am causing this, and I am holding this, and I am caring. This is me. These are my decisions, my choices that are leading me here. And with the Eight of Swords, it's like, I can't seem to break this thought cycle that keeps me locked in this energy of choosing this over and over again, or telling myself this, or returning to this thought cycle. And there's an acknowledgement even in this person's energy here, their real world energy of like, I need to overcome this, or I need to find a way to become stronger than this way of thinking so that I can have what it is that I really want, which is this connection with Pisces, this unconditionally loving, flowing relationship. And they know they want it, and they know they want it with you, with the Empress here. And you got the Star card on the bottom. You have the Knight of Cups to the Star card here, happening over here on the bottom of the Minor Arcana and the Major Arcana decks. So let's get our best possible outcome here, Pisces. This person wants to come at you with their heart on their sleeve. You are their wish fulfillment. You are the thing that they're concentrated on. It feels as if their whole kind of like life, or their 24-hour days, they're either dreaming about you by night, or their heart is telling them, go to Pisces, have a new opportunity, have a new beginning in love. That's where your happiness lies. That's what you really want. By day. You know what I mean? It's like they're getting no relief. You guys do have the divine pair of the King and Queen of Cups coming out here. You also have the divine pair of the Sun and the Moon, the divine masculine and divine feminine energy. This is a very strong connection. All right, let's see what your best potential outcome is at this time. The Ten of Cups, really and truly, and the Ace of Swords. I give up. I mean, what else do you want? Your best possible outcome with this person still remains, or it is now, emotional contentment, true shared emotional contentment. With the Ace of Swords, it begins with a conversation. It begins with acknowledgement. It begins with the truth. And it begins with clarity. It really does begin with someone speaking their truth here. Wow. All right. Pisces. Lord have mercy. All right, here we go. I'm going to get you some of these. I think they're called Heart and Soul or something like that cards. So we can kind of get a look at what is going on with each of the elements. All right. If you're dealing with a water sign, all right, you're getting, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you shared with those you love. Yeah, this person is really, they're thinking about their life in total and why they're here and what it's about, and love. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. And then you're getting twin flames. Your passion ignites. Okay, if you're dealing with a fire sign, you're getting manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart. Continue to follow its guidance. Wow, someone's heart is leading them back to you. I think that's what I'm gonna title this. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too short and too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And then you have reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. All right. If you're dealing with an earth sign, secret admirer, someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Only time will tell. Passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surround you at present. Enjoy it. All right. If you're dealing with an air sign, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is time to give to yourself. That is how we started this reading. Focus on you. Yeah, you are. I feel like you are. And then you're getting a message for you. I'm thinking of you at this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. And sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Okay, honestly, this is what I have for you today, Pisces. This reading, wow. I mean, oh my. What there is definitely, it's like energy that is definitely gaining momentum. And I feel, it's like with that 10 of wands in the mental body, it's like it is mounting pressure on someone to, speak about what they are thinking or how they are feeling. I feel like to let their guard down, to come in and try to show you that they are more empowered and that they have some tools at their disposal that they can really show up for you, where maybe they didn't before, or clearly, I guess I should say, they didn't before. Pisces, wow. I feel like no matter what, for this person, all roads lead to Pisces. So anyway, this is what I have for you. I really hope it helps. I hope it brought you some peace and clarity. If it did, let me know. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Until next time, you guys, I send you off with all my best. Always, always, always. Bye-bye.